உலகிலுள்ள பொறுப்புடைய தலைவரெல்லாம்,
உலகிலுள்ள பொறுப்புடைய தலைவரெல்லாம்
உயிரறிவை உள்ளுணர்வாய் பெறுதல் வேண்டும்,
உயிரறிவை உள்ளுணர்வாய் பெறுதல் வேண்டும்.
உலகனைத்து நாடுகளின் எல்லை காக்க,
உலகனைத்து நாடுகளின் எல்லை காக்க
ஓருலக கூட்டாட்சி வலுவாய் வேண்டும்,
ஓருலக கூட்டாட்சி வலுவாய் வேண்டும்.
உலகில் போர் பகை அச்சமின்றி மக்கள்,
உலகில் போர் பகை அச்சமின்றி மக்கள்
உழைத்துண்டு வளம் காத்து வாழ வேண்டும்,
உழைத்துண்டு வளம் காத்து வாழ வேண்டும்.
உலகெங்கும் மனித குலம் அமைதி என்னும்,
உலகெங்கும் மனித குலம் அமைதி என்னும்
ஒரு வற்றாத நன்னிதி பெற்றுய்ய வேண்டும்,
ஒரு வற்றாத நன்னிதி பெற்றுய்ய வேண்டும்.
எல்லாம் வல்ல தெய்வமது எங்கும் உள்ளது நீக்கமற, எல்லாம் வல்ல தெய்வமது எங்கும் உள்ளது நீக்கமற, சொல்லால் மட்டும் நம்பாதே, சொல்லால் மட்டும் நம்பாதே, சுயமாய் சிந்தித்தே தெளிவாய் வல்லாயுடலில் இயக்கமவன், வாழ்வில் உயிரில் அறிவும் அவன், கல்லார் கற்றார் செயல் விளைவாய் காணும் இன்ப துன்பமவன், கல்லார் கற்றார் செயல் விளைவாய் காணும் இன்ப துன்பமவன், அவனின் இயக்கம் அணுவாற்றல், அணுவின் கூட்டு பக்குவம் நீ, அவனின் இயக்கம் அணுவாற்றல், அணுவின் கூட்டு பக்குவம் நீ, அவரில் தாணி உன்னிலவன், அவனில் தாணி உன்னிலவன், அவன் யார் நீ யார் பிரிவேது, அவனை மறந்தால் நீ சிறியோன், அவனை மறந்தால் நீ சிறியோன், அவனை அறிந்தால் நீ பெரியோன், அவன் நீ ஒன்றாய் அறிந்த இடம், அவன் நீ ஒன்றாய் அறிந்த இடம், அறிவு முழுமை அது முக்தி, அறிவு முழுமை அது முக்தி. தந்தை தாயிருயிரும் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து தழைத்தொரு உடலாகி உலகில் வந்தேன். தந்தை தாயிருயிரும் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து தழைத்தொரு உடலாகி உலகில் வந்தேன். அந்த ஈருயிர் வினைகள் அறமோ மற்றோ அழித்த பதிவுகள் எல்லாம் என் சொத்தாச்சு. அந்த ஈருயிர் வினைகள் அறமோ மற்றோ அழித்த பதிவுகள் எல்லாம் என் சொத்தாச்சு. இந்த அரும் பிறவியில் முன்பினை அறுத்து எல்லையில்லாமை பொருளை அடைவதற்கு இந்த அரும் பிறவியில் முன்பினை அறுத்து எல்லையில்லாமை பொருளை அடைவதற்கு வந்த ஒரு உதவி குரு உயிரின் சேர்க்கை. வணங்கி குரு திருவடியை வாழ்த்தி வாழ்வோம். வந்த ஒரு உதவி குரு உயிரின் சேர்க்கை. வணங்கி குரு திருவடியை வாழ்த்தி வாழ்வோம்.
Now, may I invite Senior Professor Balachandran Ayya to conduct meditation.
And visualize the following. The atmosphere around us is purified by the divine power. The atmosphere around us is purified by the divine power. The atmosphere around us is purified by the divine power. The divine energy descends upon us. We are all being purified and blessed. The divine energy descends upon us. We are all being purified and blessed. The divine energy descends upon us. We are all being purified and blessed. Divine protection. May the divine power protect us, guide us, and lead us in all our activities, day and night, in all places, at all times. Salutations to Mother. Salutations to Father. Salutations to Guru. We'll be doing Turiya meditation. We begin the meditation at Ajna Chakra. Those who are new to the system will focus on their own breath. The scholars who have taken Shanti Yoga, they will focus at Mooladhara Chakra, the base of the spine. They can do Ashwini Mudra a few times and then focus at the base, the Mooladhara Chakra, the very center of your being. So we are turning our mind inward on the life energy, which is the very source of mind, going in. It's called inner travel. Or we focus on our breath, again going inward. And meditation at Mooladhara is you're going to the very source from which the life energy, the biomagnetism all starts. And when you're doing it Ajna, your mind becomes a master and starts giving ajna, command. So at once it is universal. Doesn't matter what religion you belong to, what concept you have about God, whether you believe in it or not. All that you are doing is you are going inward. Normally, our mind takes us outward through the five senses. We are giving a reverse direction to it. So that you start becoming who you are fully. Who am I? Experiencing it, not just reading the theory. The divine potentiality is there within us, and we can reach it. That is why we have got the human birth. So mind will not allow us to do it, but by mind itself we will give auto-suggestion. Thus, for these few minutes, let me focus at my own source. No language is required, no form is required. Go into your own source. Inner travel. Spiritual journey. Spirit is life force. A journey towards that. It is a journey of consciousness, from material consciousness going to spiritual consciousness, and later to divine total consciousness, of which we are a part. Mind is like a monkey, but it can be trained, can be tamed by mind itself. Mind plays a multiple role. It is the actor, it is the director, it is the observer. Maharishi used to say it can play all roles. Such a powerful mind, we want to get control over it. That's why in Tamil we call it as mana valakkalai, strengthening your mind. It's an art, it's a science. It is common whether you're educated or uneducated, male or female. It's universal. Man trying to find the ultimate truth through experience, not just by theory. And each one of us is capable of that. So let us not have any inferiority complex that I can't do it. We have the potential. That is human birth. From the state of pain and pleasure, you can go to the state of peace and then to the state of ecstasy. Nature has provided us with that. To be in ecstasy is our birthright. We are stopping it by our own mind. So we are the culprits. Unfortunately, chaining ourselves. So let us break the shackles of the chains. and live a beautiful, harmonious life. Yoga is harmony. Harmony in your thoughts, words, and deeds, with yourself, with people around, with people in the whole world, and with all living beings, and with all inanimate things also. That is harmony, that is yoga. And you are all yogis traveling in that beautiful path of journey of consciousness. Science and spirituality are two legs to know the truth completely. One through external instruments, the other by inner travel. And we can do both. They are not antagonistic to one to another. They are complementary, not competitive. We can transform the entire world community just by practicing, understanding and practicing it. Through Manavalakkalai. Then love and compassion becomes our nature. That's what the Mother Nature is, giving us everything free. The land, the water, the nose, the breathing system, everything given to us free. And we are fighting it. And that is why all these problems. So when the humanity understands the truth, we can all lead a beautiful life. The heaven will be on earth. We don't have to die and go there. The scholars who have come from West and East, they are going to educate us on many aspects, and we have come for that great purpose. Yeah, we'll not go to Thuriam also because the time is running out. So we're going to conclude the meditation. Continue to keep your eyes closed. And except for those who are doing Shanti Yoga, others will spread the energy over the whole body. Those who are doing Shanti Yoga, just keep your mind there itself. The whole body is filled with divine energy. In this peaceful state of mind, we give auto-suggestions. By the grace of divine power, we all may enjoy good health, long life, adequate wealth, wisdom and peace. Let us expand our mind and bless the entire world. Let us bless the Vethathiri principles for world peace called Vethathriyam. Valha Valamudan. Let us bless the World Community Service Center for establishing world peace. Valha Valamudan. Be blessed by the Divine. Let us bless this temple of consciousness. It's a temple for worshipping consciousness and becoming one with it, a unique temple. So let us bless this Aliyah temple of consciousness and all the other temples of consciousness built for this great purpose, and all the meditation centers around the world. Let us take the twofold moral oath which can totally transform our culture. We can all say that I, in my lifetime, will not give pain to others physically or mentally. To the extent possible, I will remove the pain of others. I, in my lifetime, will not give pain to others physically or mentally. To the extent possible, I will remove
I will remove
the pain of others.
the pain of others.
I, in my lifetime,
will
not give pain to others,
not give pain to others,
physically or mentally.
physically or mentally.
To the extent possible, I will remove the pain of others.
pain of others.
We now further expand the mind and bless the entire world. You don't have to repeat it, just listen to it. Rain may pour on all parts of the world timely and sufficiently. Food grains may grow abundantly to the satisfaction of all living beings. Leaders of all nations may grow spiritually and do good service to humanity. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, happiness, and peace. May there be peace within us. May there be peace around us. May there be peace in the whole world. Peace, peace, peace. We are just concluding the meditation. Gently rub your palms and fingers. Pass the energy over the face. Raise your hands. Take a deep breath. Exhaling, bring your hands down sideways. So we just conclude the meditation. Good start for your lectures. We are ready to hear you. Be blessed.
வாழ்க வளமுடன். Thank you, Ayya.
வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளம். By the grace of Divine, all may enjoy good health, long life, prosperity, wisdom and peace. Respected President, scientists, research scholars, I wish all of you happy and blissful life. The science is stepping up to a new area to complete the purpose of the sciences as well as purpose of mankind. Why the science should develop? The science also so far neglected man and mankind. I request all of you, the philosophers who are almost religious sects, tortured God and separated into many pieces. That should not happen to the science. Such a responsibility you have to take. You have dealt with the science and also with the philosophy. The science and philosophy both are searching only one thing, the universal truth. Now the scientists are the torchlight to make everyone to understand the truth. It is somewhat difficult to make everybody to understand, but gradually, because everyone is the part of nature, part of gravity, all have to understand, will understand. I place before you one request. The science only is the field left to save mankind in the future. Only we ourselves have to think over and protect ourselves and humanity and save the world for the coming generation. Only with this noble idea, we all are gathering here. From this day onwards, I request all of you, you all have to form committee only to understand what are the problems of society, how it came, where it came from, what is the real solution. It is, if it is a thought and a proper process is maintained, there will be no pain or miseries in the world. I pray Almighty, wish all of you to get success in your travel towards the truth.
doctors, scientists, research scholars, spiritual seekers, Kayakalpa and Kundalini yogis, and everyone present here and joining us online. Welcome to the Science of Kayakalpa, International Conference on Science and Spirituality. This historic event marks the first ever conference dedicated to Kayakalpa, featuring a distinguished panel of international speakers, doctors, scientists, Kayakalpa yogis and scholars. Vethathiri Maharishi says, "The perfect blend of science and spirituality unlocks the secrets of existence." In this conference, we embark on a remarkable journey to discover the science of Kayakalpa, an ancient system of rejuvenation that aims to reverse the aging process and restore the body to its youthful state and its linkage to science. It's a momentous occasion, guided by the grace of our revered Guru, Yogiraj Shri Vethathiri Maharishi, under the inspiring leadership and guidance of Shri S.K.M. Mailanandan, a pioneer endeavor conducted in collaboration between World Community Service Center, Research and Development, and Digital Solutions. It's an honor, and we are privileged to present this esteemed panel of speakers who will enlighten us over the next 2 days. Our speakers include Professor Thomas J. Ekstrom, a professor of molecular cell biology at Karolinska Institute, Sweden; Dr. Martin Schelling, an expert in molecular medicine and surgery at Karolinska Institute; Dr. Ralph Reinhard Tonjes, renowned for his expertise in hematology and xenotransplantation; Dr. Marco Traub, the Chief Executive Officer at the Trans-European Stem Cell Therapy Society; Professor Alexander Moreira Almeida, from Brazil, a distinguished figure in psychiatry and spirituality and a prolific author; Dr. A.Jaya Prakash, plastic surgeon from the United Kingdom, specializing in age-related disease reversal; Professor Kishore Baku, a specialist and consultant in biomedical translational imaging; Dr. Miomir Zenevik, a professor of medical genetics at Karolinska Institute; Dr. T. Jagadisan, expert in evolutionary genetics and spirituality. We are very eager and excited to engage in discussions that will not only impact society but also lead to self-transformation. Together, we will explore the intricate connection between science and spirituality through Kayakalpa Yoga, and these conversations will undoubtedly shape our collective future. Thank you for being a part of this momentous event. Let the journey begin.
Can we invite our Director for Research and Development, Dr. M.V. Rabindranath Ayya, to deliver the welcome address.
Namaste. வாழ்க வளமுடன். I am extremely happy to stand before you to propose the welcome address. We have a galaxy of people assembled here to celebrate this grand function. I start welcoming our beloved Maharishi and Divinity to grace this function, to bless this function for the successful completion of this. We have great dream of bridging science and spirituality together, a point which has been tried all along. I welcome Padma Shri S.K.M. Mailanandan, the chosen president by Vethathiri Maharishi himself for this World Community Service Center. I have a special relationship with our president. He says that he is afraid of seeing me in the stages because I always bring him challenging projects, proposals. For example, we have health camp in this campus, run for 1 month, residential health camp. People come and stay here for a month, and we take their pre and post data, and it has shown very good results. We are conducting the 58th health camp, and similarly, we have a challenging problem of having adolescent residential students program. So for 15 days, the boys, and for 15 days, the girls are here in this campus, and they undergo the basic foundation course in this. The changes are impressive, spectacular. The present day boys and girls, they are able to stay without the cell phone in their hand. They don't see the cell phone for 15 days. And initially we get a lot of resistance from them, but within a day or two, they are surprised and they start enjoying their life without cell phone in their hand. And it is a very pleasant experience, and we have been conducting annual national and international Sky Doctors Conference, SkyDoCon we call it. The doctors who practice Sky Yoga, they come and share their experiences by Sky Yoga intervention. Last year we had it with NIMHANS Bangalore, where around 10 faculties, just like you people, they have come here to run the show. And this year we have your conference of Sky and Spirituality. I extend a very warm welcome to Arunini Sky Sundararajan, Vice President of our World Community Service Center. He is responsible with his major contribution to this conference. He is a man of action, surprisingly not of many words. He doesn't like to talk, but he always likes to work. And his achievements are spectacular. The Vanam India Foundation is a foundation for earth with lot of trees. He wants to convert the social area into social forests. And he introduces trees to our own sense. We are living with trees without the importance and knowledge of it. And he is bringing out that. And with his efforts, the dry area of Palladam is getting good rains now. And he has also started or is running an organization called Vethathiri, where we practice the Sky Yoga methods for social life, for bringing up children, adolescents, pre-marriage, education, how to respect our senior members of the family, all those things he is practically putting, and this gives a confidence to the Sky professors to teach it more. They are able to see the results through his effort. Now we come to the hero of the day. I have a special interest in welcoming Dr. Jaya Prakash, whose brainchild is this conference. He is one among us, yet he is the friend of all the visiting dignitaries, and he has been a strong binding force in bringing all of them here together. And I record his major financial contribution to this conference also. I welcome the heroes of this conference, a galaxy of eminent European, UK and England scientists who are lighting up this conference with their presence. They have shown their eagerness to understand Vethathiri Maharishi's Sky Yoga. Each one being the head of that fraternity, they have come here to us, I feel, directed by Maharishi, who are going to take up Vethathirian Sky Yoga for research. I offer my respects and pranams to their contribution towards would-be contribution to Vethathirian. I thank one and all with great sincerity and dedication. I extend my warm welcome to my colleagues who chair the sessions. I welcome my co-organizer, Dr. K. Perumal, Director, Vision Academy, and his team. Coordinators, the bridge between the visiting scientists and the organizers, our distinguished PhD scholars who have completed and who are taking up in the process of completing. They interact between the visiting scientists and the sky professors. I welcome you all to our heaven, the temple of consciousness, the tranquilly serene campus which takes everyone by the first look. And nature has been so compassionate to us with the ideal, enjoyable climate for these 2-3 days. And hope you are all comfortable and enjoying your presence here. I welcome Joint Managing Trustee Sciences Ayya, who I am sure will register himself in every one of your mind with his hospitality and delicious oriental cuisine. I welcome Sri Muruganandan, who rules this campus and makes it enjoyable. Along with me, I have a team of enthusiastic, hard-working, dedicated scholars who are ready to take up research projects identified and offered by our experts. And we started this conference at very short notice. Somehow we were not able to resist the offer. At the great prospectus, it is promising for us. We have spared no efforts to make it comfortable for you. Will you permit me to add to you and to the whole world? We have with us our senior professor, Mr. Guru, who is also my Guru, who has taught me the Sky Yoga in late 70s and 80s. We have a dynamic extension director, Rabindranath Ayya, who runs the World Community Service Center free from any problems that arise every now and then. And if you enjoy the food here, it is because of our trustee, Dharmalingam Ayya, who is in charge of the canteen and the food processing. And we have our own director, Sky Finance Director, Dr. Kachepan. So since he happens to be our own man, I put him in the last. So I thank our own members who are responsible for this conference. At this point, I am proud for the monumental contributions made by Maharishi. Why we cherish him, consider him our beloved spiritual father, Guru, is because of his contributions to the humanity. His declaration that absolute space is God. When we have the concept of God is with us right from the days when man started thinking. But till now, no one has ventured to define Almighty. Maharishi has defined Almighty, and it is his major contribution, the first foundation stone in his yoga. The life force, surprisingly, even the scientists and the medical world, I wish I am not wrong, we don't have any idea about life force in our science. Probably because it is not available for experimentation. Only when we see, experiment and analyze, we accept something as scientists. That's why life force has been evading humanity, and Maharishi has given the anatomy and physiology of life force, how it is formed, what are its functions, where does it fail to maintain health, and when it leaves, what happens, you all know. Though we don't know what is life force, we doctors only certified it. That is the biggest paradox. We also have the God particle, the divine dust particle, the building blocks of this universe, described by him, how they are formed, from where they are formed, what they do in our life. And we also have magnetism, universal and biomagnetism, the single unified force in the whole universe operating everything. And Maharishi has given us the unimaginable concept of genetic center. The genetic center, we had a conference in Nimhans where we said that the genetic center is the brain of our brain, anatomical brain, functional brain. And if you come to know what genetic center is, you will appreciate that I am right. The genetic center is strengthened mainly by the seventh dhatu in our body, that is the sexual vital fluid. The sexual vital fluid is a sole source of energy. It maintains the cells, it helps to divide, multiply, and if the cell is damaged, only this vital fluid is responsible for the repair and regaining health. So, such very vital components of our life, namely the Almighty, the life force, the magnetism, the genetic center, and the vital fluid, above all, the theme of our conference, the Science of Kayakalpa. Kayakalpa can give us longevity, health, and postponement of the senility. And if we are, we can postpone death also. Each principle is unique and revealed to the world for the first time in his simple expressions to the quantum world. I just mentioned them only to attract the super brains of our valuable guests to record that and take them and help us to explore. I extend my sincere welcome to hundreds of Sky family members and ashramites who are not seen but are vital for the conduction of this event, an unseen, unrecognized fundamental force of the event. I thank one and all. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to welcome you. Thank you.
Balachandran Ayya. Let's give a huge round of applause to Dr. M.V. Rabindranath. Now, let's have the pleasure of inviting consultant gynecologist Dr. Prema to deliver the inaugural address. She is a MD in gynecology, MA in hospital administration, MA in yoga, and Master of Sky practices. She is practicing gynecology for 43 years and still quite active in practice. She is practicing Sky Yoga for 30 years and engaged in many social activities. She is the State Council member and Women's Wing Chairman of Tirupur IMA. Welcome, Madam.
வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன், குரு வாழ்க, குருவே துணை. My humble pranayams to our Guru Vethathiri Maharishi. Greetings to the President Maidanandam for all his wonderful work and his energy. My greetings to all the masters of the sky. Greetings to all the dignitaries who have come from abroad to explain the intricacies between science and spirituality. My greetings to all the doctors present here, and everyone who is present here. And I thank the organization for giving me an opportunity to share certain thoughts. Science and spirituality, they are like the two partners in a marriage. They never agree with one another and they are always in constant argument. So, but when they agree with one another, there is bliss and harmony. We all know science is based on many data. It is tangible, it could be explained to others. But spirituality is something which one should be initiated, one should experience, and one should reap the benefits of spirituality. So, this is a wonderful opportunity in this August assembly to know how science can explain spirituality. Spirituality, those who have some problems, they can live without spirituality with the aid of science. And those with science, they can also get along without spirituality. But when both are combined, there is more progress, more harmony, peacefulness, and good health. So, the modern science, when doctors like me preach and say, come on, do yoga, all my patients, I treat them as human beings. And since I'm a gynecologist, I'm also responsible for the next generation. In order to give a better future, we have to produce good offspring. The health of the mother is important. When along with my medical advice, I give them some advice about the yogic practices. But when a doctor does it, or when a scientific person speaks about spirituality, he is looked down upon. They all feel, oh, he doesn't know much about his science. So they feel, many people feel science, spirituality is a pseudoscience. Science without spirituality is useless. And spirituality without science is blind. We have great pleasure in having eminent scientists to explain about many topics and their influence and their application in spirituality. Soul. Science has not defined what the soul is, but spirituality is all about the soul. When we have talked about epigenetics, we all know that the behavior and the environment can affect the function of the genes. So it has got, accordingly, it produced some difference in the methylation, in the histone modification, and in the transform of the RNA model. So when you are not what you are born, you can be something what you are not born. For example, when we take the example of twins, two identical twins, they are from the same embryo, but in the uterus, when they are subjected to different conditions, they have different vascular supply, they have different stress, and when they are born, we see one weight is lesser than the others, and when they grow and when they are subject to different environments, the character is different, and there is also a difference in these genes. But these changes are interchangeable. So, our Vethathiri Maharishi, he is a person, along with his simplified exercises, Kayakalpa Yoga, introspection, and Brahmanyana courses, he has improved the health of an individual as well as helped them to work in harmony and peace with himself and others. He has increased the introspection. So introspection, that is a process of assessing and assimilating and realizing the inner signals of the body. We do not often listen to our body. So these practices help us to listen to ourselves, to our body. What does our body say? And when you can observe what the body sends to the brain and what the brain is sending to the body, there is perfect homeostasis, there is perfect health, and you be a better person in society. So, Vethathiri Maharishi, one of his things, Kayakalpa, which many people who have undergone the courses will know, consists of these two things. That is, you have the Ashwini Mudra, that is the strengthening of the muscles, pelvic muscles, in which we call it as Wrigley's exercise. And they are very, very useful in strengthening the pelvic muscles and also the health of a pregnant lady, and it also enables easy delivery. And the ojas, that is something which science has really not explained what is ojas, but Vethathiri's explanations. So there is a gap between science and spirituality. How are we going to bring about good evolutionary changes, science? We have to purify ourselves. We have to purify ourselves, and we also have to better ourselves. He has talked about Karuvale Tiruvadiyar, that is a soul, a living being. When in the womb itself, it gets blessed because of the maternal health. When the maternal health is good, and the maternal thinking is good, and the maternal is tuned to a proper understanding, the fetus which grows inside also gets those signals. Before it gets the signals, when it comes out of the world and is subject to various external environmental stress. So he is told, and he has also proved, that these exercises, when practiced when you are young, and when you consequently give birth to children, the children are really blessed, and all their efficiencies and the health is really improved. So Vethathiri Maharishi, our Guru, he has showed a light. He always says, a person who practices this yoga need not be bothered about the darkness outside because he is holding the light with him. This light will shine, it will guide him and also the other people. My personal experiences for nearly 30 years I have been practicing, though I am a doctor, and due to our previous behaviors and genetic things, all of us undergo some health problem. And when I was posted for a surgery for a disc prolapse, my intense meditation, when I was supposed to go to the theatre next day, the intense meditation and my belief in myself cured me. And the next day, I did not go to the operation theatre to undergo surgery, but I went to the operation theatre to assist a doctor in the surgery. So these might be miracles, but no, we have seen that the mind has got a lot of work. It aids in healing. The mind should cooperate even when doctors do a lot of advanced treatments. The patient has to have some sort of belief and his body has to respond to the treatment. And later on, when 5 years back, I used to do all the exercises, and my husband he's more of a karma yogi who calls it, he's also a doctor who spends most of his time in treating his patients. When he had the renal failure, I had to donate my kidney to him, and the instant when my kidney was transplanted to him, the doctor came immediately after I came out of the anesthesia. He just came and told me, really, your kidney is marvelous. The moment it was transplanted, it started to work and the urea level has come down. I am not a blood relative of him. But of course, I owe all this to the advancement of science, and we do also have a paper on organ transplantation. But then, what I feel is my previous yogic practices, my previous health practices, and all, because he does not only talk about yoga, he gives us how to live, what to eat, how to sleep. See, he has said all the 5 things of your food, your work, your activities, your mind, all has to be in the proper level in order to create a balance. Maybe due to all the practices which I learnt here in this Arivu and from my guru and from my masters, it has energized me to face that ordeal, and I think it has helped my husband, and it has also helped me, and it is still helping me to be a good gynecologist, to be a good human being, to be a good mother, and to be a good person in society. And because of this, I am able to help many people in the society. For whatever we get, it is from the society. Whatever education, whatever intelligence or wealth, it is from the society. So we are bound to give back to the society what we have received. In that way, the great dignitaries are here to share their knowledge to this assembly. I wish them all the best, and I also wish all of you a good health, prosperity, peace and happiness. And once again, I thank for giving me an opportunity, and I pray for the success of this conference, and I do hope one day there may not be any fight between science and spirituality. Thank you.
Let us have the pleasure of inviting our own key person, Dr. A.Jaya Prakash from United Kingdom, to deliver the keynote address. He is a plastic surgeon and he is an age management consultant. Welcome, Ayya.
Guru Alha, Guru Vethathiri, be blessed by the divine. First of all, I'm so grateful to the trustees of Temple of Consciousness. Without them, our dream will not be realized. Today is the great day. And I'm so thankful to SK Ayya and Sinasami Ayya, Sundararajan Ayya, Dharmalingam Ayya, and Guru Sendamangalam Ayya. They are all here to help us to enjoy this conference and realize this real good opportunity. and also the great sky professors, the directors, Dr. Rabindranath Ayya, Dr. Perumal Ayya, Dr. Sondra Devi Madam, and then Dr. Unravel Ayya, and Kutralam Ayya, Professor Balachandran Ayya, and my colleague Dr. Ananda Kumar, and Dr. Shakti, and all the sky professors and teachers, especially the scholars and coordinators and everybody around in this conference, making it really enjoyable. And also my good friends, with my request, they all come from all over the world, Dr. Thomas, excellent, and Martin, Dr. Martin, and Dr. Rolf, Dr. Marco, and Dr. Mio, and then Dr. Kishore, and my good mentor, Dr. Julio Garcia in US, and Dr. Alexander Almeida from Brazil, and my good friend and my classmates, Dr. Jagdishan from Chennai. I welcome you all and be really a part of it. And I really want to give a little short experience of mine with Swamiji. I first met Swamiji in 1997, and Maharishi Ayya brought me to Swamiji and introduced me to Swamiji in 97. Then I requested Swamiji. I came with the knowledge, to gain knowledge from you, Swamiji, about the aging of life, human life. Swamiji told me, you came to the right place, we will guide you in the right directions. And then he asked Professor Balachandran Ayya to take care of me. Under the trees of ashram, we were sitting together for 10 days, learning all the Swamiji teaching, including Kayakalpa. And that gave me an inspiration to learn really Swamiji's philosophies and principles. And that dream comes, I have to make it scientifically. And Swamiji gave me all the blessings. In 2003, with the help of Balachandran Ayya, with Swamiji's presence, we did a small meeting on science and spirituality with 4 doctors from US and UK. It was a very simple meeting, but very inspirative. That made me to think to make this happen. In 2005, Swamiji said, you are the one going to take Kayakalpa to the scientific world. Please do that. Then I asked Swamiji, can I do that? Yes, with my blessing, you can do it. So there we are here today in reality, Swamiji blessings. We will take it to the most important thing, younger generation of the world. The reality of Swamiji's dreams is to enjoy the younger generation of the world, the science and spirituality bridging. That makes the younger generation to value the spirituality, how scientifically can be approached. That way, with all the Swamiji's blessings, I'm so grateful to you for
that. Next, I call upon our own Director of Vision, Dr. K. Perumal Ayya, to deliver the vote of thanks.
வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். குரு வாழ்க, குருவே துணை. May the whole world enjoy prosperity, wisdom, and peace. Be blessed by divine. Respected dignitaries, vice presidents, trustees, doctors, sky professors, guides, scholars, and students. I am really very much happy to thank all those responsible for making this function a successful one. Dr. Prema, gynecologist, has given a wonderful inaugural address. Actually, we were expecting Arvind Sky Sundarajan, Vice President of WCSC, for the inaugural address. Sundarajan, he has his own research department called Vethathiri, and he is associated with the Vanam Foundation also for growing more trees. So I am happy to thank both the Prema and Sky Sundarajan on this occasion. Dr. A.Jaya, Prakash, plastic surgeon, and the age management consultant from UK is very much instrumental in organizing this conference. All the scientists here are his friends. He has met Swamiji many times and discussed with him about the Kayakalpa and other derives. So, I thought his keynote address would be very large, but he has cut short to be brief. But however, his lecture is motivating all our scholars and the participants. So I am very much happy to thank Dr. Prakash. Dr. Rabindranath, the director, WCSC R&D, he has given the welcome address. He is a senior most doctor here, fully dedicated his service for the research and development of Vethathiri. I am very much happy to thank Dr. Rabindranath on this occasion. The experts and the scientists from foreign countries are here to address the students. I convey my sincere gratitude to all the doctors and the scientists who have come here to enlighten scholars and the students. I thank all the doctors, Sky professors, the vice president, the trustees, all the Sky members, and scholars and students for your active participation. I thank all the volunteers for their wonderful service. I thank all those responsible for the success of this conference. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Valta Valamadan, Valta Valamadan, Valta Valamadan.